Brews and Banter.
Hi, Frank. How are you?
Good. Roman, episode 17.
Wow, already.
I'm surprised we're still here for many reasons, just in life.
That someone gives a shit and listens to us?
I don't even know if they give a shit.
They just like to listen to us?
Yeah, we're fun. We're fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I have something interesting for today.
Okay.
So I was at a IMSA race at Watkins Glen. Fucking great event. All these supercars and down from like regular GT cars and up to like prototypes and just millions of dollars of cars. It's amazing. If you're into that kind of stuff, I took some videos with beer. So we were parked in a tailgating spot at turn number 2, I think.
How many people attend something like this?
I don't know, thousands.
I mean, like 10,000 or like 50,000? I don't know.
I don't know the number, but it was a lot.
Yep.
I mean, I heard NASCAR is more people.
Yeah, sure,
but I'm not into NASCAR. Mm-hmm. So, and we were parked at the tailgate parking lot right near the track, I think turn 2. And I was reaching into a cooler and was pulling one of the craft beers that we bought for, trial and testing. And this guy was walking by and he saw me pull out craft beer and he was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, some guy you just didn't know?
I didn't know.
He doesn't know what craft beer is?
No, he knows what craft, but he saw the craft beer and he was interested. So he walked up to me and kind of over my shoulder goes, "Can I have one of those?" So I started like, "Who the fuck?"
What, did he whisper in your ear? Like,
no, he was just like very friendly. I thought it was one of the guys we were with, but I was like, maybe it's someone I know. So really nice guy. His name is Devin. He's from New Jersey. I think he's an electrician, he said. Mm-hmm. And so we started talking. I was like, of course, I'm going to take one. So I think he took a Pilsner and he liked it. And he goes, "I got something for you too."
Yeah, so if anybody knows us, we're always going to offer whatever we have.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We're generous.
Unless it's our wives, but separately.
So he came back later and he brought these 2 beers. So this one is Hazy Bones Hazy IPA. It is a Flying Fish Brewing Company, and they are in Somerdale, New Jersey.
Wait, is Flying Fish, didn't they just merge with someone? Was it Saranac or something like that?
I don't think that was Flying Fish.
There's someone out of Baltimore that did, but I think it was Flying Fish. But go on, sorry.
Yeah, so this is 6.3%. And I told him, I said, "Do you mind if I open this on our podcast and not now?" And he goes, "Oh, you guys have a podcast? I love listening to a podcast."
Oh, perfect.
I said, "Great." He goes, "What do you guys talk about?" So I told him what we do, and he was excited. So
what did you tell him we do? Because it's kind of hard to explain exactly what we do.
So I basically said,
like, what is the description?
So I say, we start every episode with beer, and we talk a little bit about the beer we're drinking. And then I tell them that we are big supporters of like small local businesses and U.S. made products, but we mostly just shoot shit and talk about current events. And
as long as you add there's some fuckery in there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They need to be prepared for that.
Right. I don't want him to be a wholesome man who's like listening to his family. He's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. For appropriate audience, right?
Yep.
So. And he was like, "Absolutely." And I said, "You like stickers?" He goes, "I love stickers." He was there with his wife. And he said he brought the stickers I gave him to the car. And his wife's like, "Oh, God, what now?" And he's like, "Oh, this podcast." And so he goes, she took the stickers like this. And she, like, as if they were precious. And she, like, opened the glove box and she placed them like.
Nice. Doesn't bend them? Like, please do not bend, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But then we went around the track, and the following day I was sitting in the chair and I like fell asleep because I was exhausted. And he walked up there with his wife, and they're talking to my friends I was with. And I hear voices. I'm like, I don't recognize those voices. I wake up and they're like standing right there. And he goes, "Good morning." He started like hugging me, like, "Are you okay, sleepyhead?" So really nice guy. But
he's replacing me.
They were super friendly. No one can replace him.
No.
He was really nice. His wife was really nice. And so I told him that we will open and share this beer. And what is this? Cape May Brewing to acquire Flying Fish Brewing Company out of New Jersey. Oh, okay.
April 23. So, yeah. I just read about it quick. I'm just bringing it up because
nice.
I thought so. Yeah.
Good memory.
Yep.
So we'll share each can, right? So we'll
Yeah.
do this one.
Half an. This isn't going to be like the sours where we're going to make purple beer.
No, this is not a sour. No, this is a hazy IPA. And so the race was amazing. All the racing teams were so nice.
Did you get to go into the pits and stuff like that? Yeah, they're open. Yep.
They let us go into the pits. We chatted with teams. We got to like get really close to the cars and check them out.
Is there anybody famous? Like I don't know who's
there's
in
like-
this racing division. IMSA, you said?
IMSA, yeah. I don't know if you would recognize somebody, but if you follow, I mean, a lot of them are pretty famous because they travel the world. Like they do these races around the world.
And what kind of vehicles are these? These are or what kind of cars? Like
So when we first got there, it was a Miata race going on. But I don't think that was part of the scheduled racing. It was just something
that's like the opening card of a boxing match.
maybe.
Yeah.
But those Miatas, they
Yeah.
fast.
Do they even make Miatas anymore?
Yeah,
I don't know if they're still in production.
yeah, they do. And so, cheers. This looks just like the can says, hazy IPA.
Mm-hmm.
Flying fish. Smells good.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Devin. I asked Devin if it was okay with me mentioning his name.
Yeah.
And I said we'll give him a shout out.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody is interested to follow this guy on Instagram, his Instagram name is capital L, then VRD _, capital S, VNTI.
Yeah. So thank you,
guy.
Devin.
Thank
It's
you,
nice to
Devin.
meet you. This is Frank. I'm the one without the accent.
So he knows the guys out of California, two guys drinking beer. Remember we're collaborating with them that we might be on their podcast? Through who did you do the live with, remember?
Two guys drinking beer. Well, there's Pie Cruiser and there was the.
Yeah, he I think knows those guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
So I was like, what
He
a
knows
small
them how,
world.
like interaction on Instagram or like personally.
Yeah, I think because when I was talking to Devin, he said how they were been helping during COVID.
Yeah, so it's Pie Cruiser, yeah.
recognizing. So I think, Pine Cruz, I think
Sure.
knows those guys as
Excellent.
well.
Yeah,
so I
that's
told
good.
him, I was like, yeah, we're trying to do something.
Such a great community, really. I mean,
Amazing.
It's just, yeah.
Again, I go back to when I said how it opened my eyes. I know how people are in this community. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But the other cars that were there were like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, McLarens, Corvettes, prototype Cadillacs, Audis, Porsches.
Is there any
just
drag
supercars.
racing or this just track racing?
No, it's a course. Yeah, like it's got multiple turns.
Is it loud? Have you been in a NASCAR race? Have you been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not a NASCAR race, but this was loud.
Yeah, the NASCAR races are pretty loud too. But
Yeah.
do you know what kind of horsepower these things have? I don't know. I mean,
Some of them have to stick with. So it depends on the class.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them have to have like a stock engine, no modifications to the horsepower, but they do auto modifications. Like they'll turn
suspension and all this other bullshit.
suspension, stiffening, better fuel
Stiffening.
fuel deliveries,
Yeah.
cooling, carbon fiber bodies.
Yeah.
There was a Lamborghini that crashed, and the engine cover all carbon fiber.
Yeah.
And we asked the guy how much is it. He was like, "Oh, it's between $10,000 and $15,000."
Sure.
We're like, "How much is it worth now?" He goes, "0." That's
Right.
why we're just giving it away. So they were like giving you parts.
Oh, the parts, right,
So
right.
you could get a part if none of the team members want it. You can get a part and have the driver sign it.
Yeah.
So that was.
Did you get any of that?
No, I got some. Not selfies. What do you call them? Aussies.
Aussies, yeah.
With some a Ferrari driver.
Yeah.
Which I'm a big fan of
Oh,
Ferrari.
but still cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, and we just went to the pits, looked around the car, talked to the drivers, and so after Saturday, there was another race on Sunday. But after the race, we were starving, so we're looking for a place to eat, but a lot of places closed. And just down the street from where we were staying, they were serving alcohol, but no food.
The restaurant were they out of food?
Who had no, they just weren't serving food at the
Well,
time.
some people call that a bar.
No, but isn't by law you're supposed to have food?
What?
Something like offer some kind of food? Like does in New York State like
No, if you're a bar, you don't have to offer food.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's a restaurant. I don't understand.
Maybe they did offer food at one point and they quit selling it.
No, so we walk up there. We looked at the menu. We're like, and they have like bird balls. We're like, so we're joking.
What kind of balls?
Bird balls.
BIRD?
Yeah. So like, oh, can't wait to try these bird balls.
Like chicken testes?
I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But we get there and like, oh, can we just grab a table? And she goes, yeah, but there's no food. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I've heard of places where you can bring your
to it.
own beer in. If they have sell food and they don't have liquor license, you can bring your own beer, but
No.
you could bring your own food?
No.
I don't
You can bring
understand.
food. So, we saw later when we got there that somebody ordered pizza.
And had delivered?
But if I was a bar who couldn't offer food at the time, because let's say there's an issue, just buy a shitload of fucking pizza and sell each slice for $5. People are getting drunk. They'll buy it.
Yeah, right,
You know?
right, exactly.
So I think it was a bad business decision on their part.
Buy a sheet pizza and like
Just
charge
get-
like
or get
$1 a
something-
slice for that little piece of 3-inch by 3-inch dough.
Whatever. Or just get something catered.
Yeah.
Offer some kind of food.
I don't know what the situation
But she
is.
goes, I said, do you have food? She goes, not yet. I'm like, okay, well, we'll wait. When? She goes, oh, in 2 days.
You're going to wait 2 days?
Why would you say not yet?
Yeah, right.
Just say no. Right now, we don't have any food. You know what I mean?
Not yet.
I was so mad. I was like, God damn it. You know, when you hangry.
Yeah, especially drinking all day. You had a weekend like that.
Yeah, she had like a glitter lipstick. I was like, fucking probably blew a fairy dick.
I'm curious how you know that a fairy dick would have glitter on it.
I don't know. It's
What else is
sparkly.
happening on this trip?
So then
Was one of your passengers a fairy, Roman?
No. So then we go to another bar, and not bar. It's like a hotel, and on the bottom floor they have bar and a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
So there's no cars in the parking lot. So we walk in, and there's this old Irish lady. She's standing there, and we 4 of us walk in, fucking loud.
No matter how old you are, if you're Irish, it's cool.
It's cool, yeah, totally. She was super nice.
Yeah.
And she's like, we're like, oh, we're hungry. Do you by any chance have any food? And she's like, how many of you? We're like, 4. Okay, let me go check with the cook. And she start walking towards a wall. I'm like, where is she going? And then she opens this tiny door. Okay, it's like
A little hobbit door?
yeah, like 18 inches wide that blends in with the wall. And she like, "Weep,"
Well, that's pretty cool.
and disappears.
Like a little speakeasy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, this was like out of a Harry Potter
Yeah,
story or something.
was she short, this lady?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, maybe it was a little hobbit.
So then she comes back out of the wall. it's like where is it? A train stop, 17 and a half.
Yeah, yeah.
In the
I
Harry
think
Potter book.
is it 9.5?
Or yeah,
9
whatever.
3/8,
Yeah.
9 3/4. I'm sure my wife will
So-
smack me across the dick for
Yeah,
that too.
mine too. So she comes out of the wall, right? And she goes, bad news.
Out of the wall.
Cook already closed the kitchen. And we're like, fuck. Do you know where we can go and eat? And she's like, there's a town 10 minutes from here.
What day and time is this?
We are.
Is this a Sunday,
No,
like 7 at night or something?
It's Saturday, 8:30.
Oh, shit,
Yeah.
tons of places.
So it's Watkins Glen area, Finger Lakes.
Yep.
I think people just close early there. So we drive into this town, and there's a tavern. So we go into that tavern, and I'm gonna explain to you a really bizarre scene. Okay, try to
So it's worse than
Picture it.
the Irish Hobbit?
yes. So it's this really like a rednecky bar.
Perfect, love it.
There's 2 girls playing darts, and the guy picking up the darts with the biggest ass crack. He might as well just pull his pants down. Bar is crowded, but there's one table, fortunately, where we were able to sit down to get food. Then a woman walks in from the back, and she's wearing a wedding dress.
My God.
And
Were they filming a movie? What's going on here?
and then from the front, a Ferrari team walks in.
Wow. So they were looking for the same thing you guys were.
They were just there probably like, let's go to the shittiest fucking bar so no one
I like dive
recognizes
bars,
us.
but what's the deal behind the wedding dress? Was
I
she
don't
working?
understand. So there was a Ferrari team, a wedding, a bunch of rednecks. Oh, and college kids all like they were smoking weed outside.
This
you can
just
just
sounds like a
smell
joke.
it.
So what does a wedding dress and a Ferrari team and a dive bar have in common? Yeah,
Yeah, beer,
yeah, I guess
alcohol. So
These are good stories,
but
though.
food was great.
Yeah.
Food was good. Shitting my brains out the other day.
That's a sign it was good.
Yeah, that's the sign it was
Look,
good.
this beer's good.
This beer is good.
Yeah, I like
Thank
this.
you, Devin.
There's just zero aftertaste even. You know?
No, yeah, it goes down smooth.
Yep. Yeah,
It
so
has
thanks
a
for
good
this,
smell.
Devin.
Yeah, not.
He should have given you a 12-pack.
Thick, hazy. You know.
Yeah. He could have given you a case of this stuff.
Yeah, next time you see me, Devin,
Yeah,
12-pack.
Mail it.
Let's mail each other beer.
Apparently, there's a lot of that happening on. Like, we do talk about these Instagram lives, and there'd be these beer swaps. But I don't know how it works because, we've ordered things online, and someone's got a beer signed for it because you got to be 21. Mm-hmm. But I don't know how to send it, and I don't know. I've never mailed beer, so I don't know. Do I just put it in a package and send it, and someone's got to be there signed for it?
I don't know
Because
either.
what if you're not home?
I see some people on Instagram, and they're like, "Oh, look what I received."
Right.
I think it's like a subscription service for beer.
Yeah, but who signs for it? Like, I mean, what if I'm 16 and I want to get a subscription service and just send me beer? You don't know how old I am.
Well, you'll get one of those stickers on your door. We've missed you. We'll be back.
Is
later.
that what it is? If they require signature, fine. But
If it requires signature, I mean.
yeah, but I don't want my beer tossing around. Oh yeah,
Devin, that's a sign. That's a good beer.
Welcome back, Roman. But I don't want my beer tossed around on back of a truck in 90-degree weather for 3 or 4 days.
Like fucking Ace Ventura movie when he delivers that package.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I'm just not familiar with it because I usually just go buy it, or the ones we bought recently were sent to us. You had to sign for them, but I don't know how it works. Like specifically Instagram, how IG user to IG user works. So if anybody's listening to this from Instagram, let us know. Because they'll do it. We'll send stuff and we'll take stuff back. Just same as these. So speaking of swapping, we got these sticker swaps we're talking about. We got more of those coming in. Oh, and we did recently. We got the two that came in right from Beer Kraken and Black Tar Brewing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then what was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh, so I think the way the subscription service works is each state is licensed. So for example, when I went to bottle company store, they said they can't get Treehouse, and that's out of Massachusetts.
Yeah, so I'm going to go there.
You're going to go there?
Yeah, at the end of July.
Excellent. Bring some beer with you.
Yeah, it's already in process. I'm going to meet with someone that I'm good friends with, and they know someone that works there. So.
Oh, perfect.
So I don't know if I'm actually going to go there, but I'll have beer from there.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Are you going to talk to like a distributor or someone out of the company?
Someone outside the company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, we'll try to go. I just don't know what the schedule is going to be like. So anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
But I think the subscription service works based on the state you live in. So if you're ordering something that is not licensed to be shipped to that state, I don't know if these companies can do it. Unless it's specifically to a brewery. So if this is like a third party company that just buys these and sends them out, maybe it doesn't apply to them. But if you're buying it through a brewery, they have to be licensed to sell to the state. That's my guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. I'm sure. I mean, everybody's doing it, so we'll get on that train.
So there's something cool I wanted to mention since we're talking about breweries. Did you hear about this company called Third Space Distribution here locally in Central New York?
Briefly. I didn't look into it.
So this guy's name is Chad. I think it's Meigs. Is that how you said?
I think so.
Meigs.
Yeah.
And he launched this company called Third Space Distribution. I think what he used to do is mail beer like this, but now he bought a truck, and his goal is primarily to distribute New York State craft beer.
Oh, perfect.
Just collaborating with breweries and
what a great model.
and bars.
Yeah.
And he specifically wants to only concentrate on New York State.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Which is really cool. And I'll see if I can reach out to him, because I honestly believe he would be a good guy to talk to and would be a great guest for this podcast.
So the part, that'd be great too. The part I read about, I think didn't he start Drink New York Craft?
Yes.
Yeah. So we mentioned this on one of the episodes, one of the last 2 episodes when, remember I mentioned the app, Drink New York Craft?
Yeah, that's him?
I think that's him.
Oh, great. Yeah, it says let's see, 2 years ago, he launched an online platform called Drink New York Craft that allowed consumers across the state to order hard-to-find New York beers and have them shipped directly to their homes.
Yeah, so that's a little tie-in there for what we did before. But what a great model. I mean,
I am super excited, and I'm rooting for this guy to be successful.
Same, absolutely.
And I really hope that he would be interested and has time to meet with us.
And we'll make it happen any way that's convenient for him if that's the case. So, yeah, good.
And if he's nearby, maybe come into studio.
Yep. We like those people.
Yeah, we want to share this success and support across, all these platforms.
Yep.
So, while we were out of town, I've been learning some new terms.
Yeah, because, why would you not learn new terms with a bunch of drunk guys on a weekend?
Yeah, but
it's a rite of passage.
So we were talking about how technology is advancing. We brought up AI. We were just standing in the kitchen drinking and talking. And I mentioned about stem cell technology. You familiar with it?
Yep.
Like they can grow body parts?
Yep.
And then of course...
You're going to double dick it, aren't you?
And of course, we were like, how many people are growing dicks?
I knew it. I just fucking guessed. That's where I would go too.
So
just double dick it.
So we called it a dick farm. So we're picturing these tables of indoor dick farms.
Like a little pot, a little peat pot.
Yeah. They have light. And they're growing different heights and different colors. And
different lengths and thicknesses.
Yeah.
The dancing dick farm. How funny would that be?
Stem cell dick farm.
So how would you stimulate those plants? For a health rate, some people talk to their plants. What do you do for these plants?
Yeah,
you rub the plant, you stroke the plant.
Yeah, you touch it and get stiffy. If the temperature drops, they get saggy.
Or if it's hot, no, if the temperature drops, they get cold, they shrink.
Yeah.
But if it's hot, they get wrinkly.
Yeah, that's how they measure if they matured.
Right.
Cheese.
So that's how it'd have to work. The studies be well, it's 4 inches at 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Because it's false advertising if it's 35 degrees.
If it gets hot in your pants, be careful.
Yeah, caution may overheat.
Then there's a new business to follow that is temperature controlled underwear.
Yes, that's right. This is perfect. Oh, can you imagine you got a nursery with these greenhouses and there's just a whole bunch of little dicks growing?
That's what we're trying to picture. And I was talking to my friend. I was like, how do I create this for an episode art in the AI?
You gotta try it.
Dick farm.
You gotta try it.
But if you use words like that, the AI rejects it. You have to say penis farm.
Maybe, or substitute farm for penis production.
Mass production.
Yeah.
Indoor penis farm.
Flaccid man root production. I know how you do it. So you can mess with it because I know we're a little bit behind on the episode art, but we'll kind of get back to that once things settle in here for us. I mean, summer's tough because we're all busy. So, but yeah, I'm interested to see if that comes out.
Did you? So this other thing from the trip. Did you ever hear when someone accelerates, they say, "Oh yeah, let her eat."
Yeah, right. Feed it, let it eat. Yeah. Let it eat the gas. Right.
Yeah. Why not drink?
I don't know.
Doesn't the car drink your gas, not eat your gas?
I don't know. Maybe you don't want to drink and drive.
No, but it just
sounds more. It sounds more aggressive when you eat. You could be.
You could CWO gas. Chug World Order.
Yeah. So they should name a drag car CWO. That's it. They always got nicknames for these cars.
When you floor it, that's your CW.
We're gonna CWO this bitch.
Yeah, let her CWO.
Yeah, right. And they always call them her. They're never man cars. They're always oh, look at her. She's a beauty, or that's a.
Well, do you know why?
No.
It's a grammar. It's a grammar thing. you refer to objects in female, I think.
Why?
I don't know.
You're an object. I don't refer to you as a female. I mean, I can.
I mean, you can't if you want to.
Yeah. Look at her, Roman. No, look at Roman. Her. I don't fucking know. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. I don't know how that works. But they always do that. Like, she's a beauty.
Yeah,
like anything, guns or whatever. Oh, she's a real beauty.
Yeah.
Why can't he be a real beauty? He's a real beauty.
I think it has something to do.
Because men aren't sexy.
So English is my third language.
What's your second?
And I don't know. Well, my first language, my first language is Armenian. Second, I guess I've lived in Russia, so
okay,
that would be second. Mm-hmm. But in my other languages, when you refer to things, you refer, you put a female sex to it, you know, and that's just how the grammar works. So that would be my guess why. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we're all drunk now, and then he was like, yeah, my friend was flooring. He goes, yeah, let her eat. And I'm like, haha. And I always get fucking technical and people get annoyed with me. I'm like, well, wait a minute. She's drinking, not eating.
Yeah, but not in porn. If it's girl on girls, let her eat. That's how that could work.
All right, you ready to switch beers?
Yep.
And we'll keep going with this conversation.
All right, refill. This one's coming from Bolero Snort Brewing in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. This is a 4.5% American lager. So,
what does it say? Jersey Sarcasm?
Yep, the name of the beer is Jersey Sarcasm. So, let's try this. We'll split it.
This is also from Devon, out of New Jersey.
And just so people know, like, we can drink full beers because we're real men, but we only have one of each of these, so we want to share them with each other.
This is a special occasion, so.
You know, we should interlock our hands, like.
Oh, you want to do that?
Or like,
it's going to be a disaster.
Lady in the Trampet or something, I don't know.
Did you get enough beer?
I don't know. I'll take what's left.
Here, finish it.
So this is definitely much lighter.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, but it's okay.
And is the percentage was lower too, right?
4.5%. Yep.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. It's good looking stuff.
I feel like it's going to be one of those summer beers. What do you think?
Yep. Definitely a summer beer. Yeah, definitely a summer beer. A lager, not heavy. You could fucking actually probably pound 12 of these fuckers. It's pretty good. I like it.
It is good.
Yeah, smells good. Well, we got to grade the first beer.
Oh, okay.
What is it, Hazy Bones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give that 3.5. 3.75.
Yeah, I agree. I'm about the same. I like it. There was really it's kind of limited as far as a IPA. I mean, not limited. It's there's no aftertaste.
Yeah.
Most of the ones we have some sort of aftertaste, but
it goes down smooth.
Yep.
It has a nice aroma to it. Mm-hmm. It was nice to drink. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like same with this one.
3.5, 3 3/4, good enough.
Yeah. And I think I would give this the same.
This Jersey Sarcasm doesn't really have any smell to it. I don't really smell it.
Really?
I mean, I'll smell it later when fucking burp half it out, but I'll smell it.
It's not as strong as the other one. The smell is not as strong as the other one.
But I think that's what makes it good. We don't get a lot of weather here where it's dog balls hot long term. Mm-hmm. I mean, if we're in Vegas with like Mama Bear or something like that, where it's 90, 95, 100, 105 for weeks.
Mama Bear, someone follows us on Instagram, by the way.
Yep. So you don't want to drink these heavy beers then, but I'll drink an IPA or something when it's that temperature here, but maybe one or two, but it's only because we don't have that long-term weather, but these light beers are good. I like it.
Yeah, definitely goes well with hot weather.
So we had some beers previously from when I was in Pennsylvania, mm-hmm. and Sly Fox is one of them, but I think on a couple episodes ago, we mentioned some of these village and town names in in Virginia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So and so I got looking, and then you get into one thing and it leads to another, and you kind of get in the if it's late at night, you kind of things are suggested to you. So you're before you know it, you're like in an area where it's disgusting and quiet on your phone or your internet, and you start
I'm fucking bleeding here, dude.
Well, this is a dangerous job. You get hazard pay.
Look at this.
I don't know. Well, you went pee and you come out, we were bleeding. I don't know what's happening
I
there.
just scratched my arm. Like,
Did you piss blood?
No.
No, that was there before we started, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so these things here. So I went to, there was Intercourse, Pennsylvania, and Virginville, and there's also a Reamstown, Pennsylvania. But then I started looking at other things.
Rim job?
Yeah, rim job. But there's a Rough and Ready, California. And there's a Hornytown, North Carolina. There's Hooker, Oklahoma. There's Spread Eagle, Wisconsin. There's Tight Squeeze, Virginia. So we talked about Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
You looked up all the like funny sexual reference.
Yeah, and so this one reminded me of you. It's called Cumming, Georgia. Which, if your name was Georgia, that'd be perfect. There's Climax, Michigan. And then another one reminds me of you, Moorhead, North Carolina. Which I knew that one. And then I think the last one here, there's two more. Tillicum, Washington. Till I Come, watch. So it's like Tillicum. It's probably like Till I Come, but it's spelled like Till I Come. I think I want to move there. And then the other one's Hump Tulips, Washington.
It's funny. And those are all like through the United States.
Yeah, so it was they're like sexual subjective names across the US.
I'm sure there are other ones like Dick.
Yeah, like
City called Dick.
Like Richard Cranium, New York or something like Dickhead,
No,
New
like
York.
real Dick.
I don't know, like real dick.
Yeah.
Not fake dick.
No, stem cell
Yeah,
farm
we don't like
Dick.
big dick. But speaking of real shit, really, I got to pull this out. Not that. I'm not pulling that out.
Oh boy.
No. This is so people probably don't know, but I'm a big mafia follower.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's a little different now than it was when we were growing up. But anyway, I follow Sammy the Bull Gravano on Patreon and some of these other things. But I won this contest. There's probably a couple of us, I'm sure. But I got an autographed book from him, a personalized book. So it's called, Sammy the Bull, Story of the Life of the Mafia. So it's personalized to me, but I'm just happy and proud of it because it says my name on it.
What did he write there?
He wrote inside says, "To Frank, thanks for your loyalty, Sammy the Bull."
Oh, it would be cool if you wrote, "Hey, Frankie."
Yeah, and with some spaghetti sauce or something. But anyway,
That's cool.
Yeah, this is cool. I like this.
When is he coming on our podcast?
So I threw this out there. I mean, this guy's, we're peanuts, really. But I did offer it, and I think I phrased it: you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I threw it out there to his kind of media representation to see if they, even if it's just 5 minutes. I mean, it'd be, fucking awesome if he was on here. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. But if it does, and if it's gonna, you guys will know about it for sure.
I'm hoping he hears. And he's like, "Hey, this fucking guy got balls to ask me. Fuck, I'll give him 5 minutes."
No, if you guys get a chance, check him out. It's great stuff, and it's he just kind of, his series is based on his experience and what he went through and all these stories he has and things that historically have been private and kept away from public. How things work and the conversations that go on. He shares all that, and he's an uncensored. He's like, "I don't give a fuck. I'll say what the fuck I want." And all these things. I mean, I've watched Mob Wives and these other sort of TV shows, but his daughter was on there. But it's just cool stuff, and I'm glad that I kind of got that. Just like that's as close. I mean, if I'm Irish, because I'm Irish, I could probably be a hitman, but that's as close as I can get to be. And I can't be a made man because I'm not 100% Italian. So, I'll hold on to the book for now.
There you go. I remember you mentioning him, and I watched this interview where he was sitting at the table in this like undisclosed location.
Yeah, it was like Sweden or something, right?
Something like that. Yeah. And then there was other mafia members, and things were getting heated.
Yeah.
Like, because
he's still a badass.
Bad, like they're giving each other bad rep or like wrong information, and they like at one point got up like they were gonna fucking go at it.
Yeah. No, I mean, still, I believe that could all still happen. I mean, he's in his mid to late 70s, I think, and just a badass guy. But I understand everything that transpired and why it did, and this is the way it is. But just cool to hear the history and some of the backstory for all the other family. I mean, he talks about their families, other people, and I think there's more of this coming out now for people that have maybe left that lifestyle. They're sort of sharing what they did, but pretty cool. So,
well, when you read the book, let me know what you're thinking.
Yeah,
maybe I can borrow it.
Yep.
Read it too.
I don't know if I want your fucking hands on it.
Don't worry. I won't use my hands.
Can I read it to you?
I won't use my hands.
I can like pat you like your buddy in Watkins Glen.
I won't use my hands.
Ew. Ugh. Never mind. But also,
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, weirdo. We're talking about these IG lives, these Instagram lives. We've been doing those, so people check us out on there, and those things are. I think a lot of people on these Instagram lives, they'll like call someone or they'll contact, hey, you want to do a live? Yeah, that's how they kind of do it. For us, we just kind of start a live and wait for people to join us. It might be a short live if no one joins us, but if someone does, we just sit there and we kind of talk and make conversation and sort of share what we're about. And there's been 2 or 3 of these, and just like this podcast, it's off the cuff, unscripted. So it's pretty cool interaction with these people, and we share beers and talk about things. Yeah,
and I'm liking this beer, by the way.
Yeah. No, this is okay. It's not a bad change from the sometimes you go from one like a Pilsner to a IPA to a lager to a Belgian, something like that, but this is a good transition. So
I forgot, did we grade this? I'm giving the same score as the other one.
Yeah, we did grade it. So,
and the can art is cool on both of them.
Mm-hmm. You can see both of these here, and Jersey Sarcasm and Hazy Bones. And then just to reiterate with people, also we're still looking at that $2,500 or 25 Instagram follower giveaway.
We're getting there quick, actually.
Yeah, I think we're at 2140 or 2130 right now.
Yeah.
So,
and what do we decide on something?
Well, I think once we get to that, we will draw a name, and then we'll give them an option to pick from whatever we want to give.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
There's shirts. There's probably 5 or 6 things to pick from.
Yeah.
So, we'll do that.
We'll see what they want.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
So, I didn't know this, but I recently learned that June month is Men's Health Month. Did you know?
I did not know that.
Yeah, and it's let's see. Throughout June, Men's Health Month aims to encourage boys and men to take charge to their overall healthy by implementing health living decisions.
It's weird they say boys and men. Why don't they say males?
I don't know. Yeah. But then I was wondering, so if June is Men's Health Month, when is Women's Health Month?
It's obviously July through May.
No, but I couldn't find clear information on it. But I narrowed down to March. So March is Women's History Month. But sometimes in March they will also designate it towards like Women's Health Awareness Month.
So there's not something really official.
But it's not like not like like June is Men's Health.
I wonder why that would be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's in May.
What is?
Women's Health Awareness Month.
So this is Men's Mental Wellness Month.
So this one
and Women's is Mental Awareness Month.
So same thing, but for men they call it Men's Health Month, and it's mental awareness is one of the health issues.
Yeah,
I don't know if it has something to do with, like for example, in military, right? They say 22 veterans take their life by suicide.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
Maybe that causes it. I'm sure there's issues where women struggling with their depression.
Sure.
But I'm not sure why. I couldn't find a clear explanation why June became that. And this is from a U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. So it's not like something made up, I guess.
Yeah, if we're incorrect somehow, or if there's something more official, let us know. But,
I'm looking at the U.S. Department's Health and Human Services website, like hhs.gov, and that's what it says here. So, but I don't know. I just want to kind of raise this awareness.
Yeah.
There are people in this month that are, men struggling with something. Do your best. I know it's probably, if you're dealing with depression, it's difficult. So, I can't say I understand it, but I hope that what they need to, what help they need to get through it, they can get.
So we don't so much understand it, but we support it. So
absolutely,
and we're quickly approaching July here, so we'll see what's going on for the future for us. I mean, we've got to sort of figure out our schedule and maybe there's other things coming up that we can support as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And then another term I learned on our trip to this race, which
It's interesting you term it learned. Like it's like this is educational.
I have learned.
Yeah.
You know how I am. Like I ask questions.
Yeah, but I think probably this whole trip, like if you were to do, if you were to try to figure this out, like you say you learned this.
Yeah.
So if you learned, if you learned 10 things, your brain probably shit out 30. just stupid shit. Like, so it's not
From
really
drinking?
It's not really a net gain. It's just you learn something different. But
Well, it's something I've learned that I didn't know.
Okay.
It's information I've gained that was missing in my head
Okay.
to shit out in the future. But this one's gonna this one will stick with me, I think, for a long time, and might with you.
Okay.
And this one, I just don't know how
When
to
you start
say it.
off laughing, I doubt what you're saying.
Oh my gosh, it's just so bad. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of a term called Alaskan pipeline?
Is this from Urban Dictionary?
It's possible.
I may have heard it then, but I don't remember what it is.
I don't know why I'm having
This isn't
such
like drifting, right? You talk about drifting last episode. Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift. Okay, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time because it's a little disturbing. But I didn't make this up, okay?
Yeah.
So this is just information that I have
You're
acquired.
forwarding this.
Okay.
This came from Devin?
No. This did not come from there.
Okay.
Alaskan pipeline is when a guy...
Okay, so the guy giggles.
I'm sorry. A guy shits in the condom and then freezes it and then uses it to fuck the girl.
I mean, there's many things disturbing with this. I think first, well, maybe it's tied for first. The guy would do this, and that the girl would accept that. That's kind of
I know. Well,
because it got to heat up pretty quick.
I laughed so hard, and then my question started to come up, just like the one
right,
with
in
"let
the
her
car,
eat."
yeah,
You know, I go, wait a minute. It's not that easy to shit in a condom. That's a messy job, first of all.
Yeah, I mean, I think you need to have a partner. I mean, like, there's got to be someone joining you doing this.
Someone has to stretch it and
Yeah,
hold
yeah. I mean, unless there's a receptacle like a she-wee, but for to shit in a condom,
it like a funnel.
like a condom wee.
Well, then I was like, what if it's not
A
hard?
sea-wee. It's a condom wee. A sea-wee.
What if it's not hard? What if it's like liquid? And he's like,
It'll still freeze.
yeah, but it's like hard to get that into the condom. But then, like, is there enough weight or force to stretch it?
Maybe there's multiple applications here.
Then how long does it take to freeze? And the last question is,
You're never gonna find a girl to let you do
would
this.
the woman really be willing to accept?
Right. Well, how do they know if the lights are off? Like, how do they really know? I mean, if you're like on the side of the bed, like a couple feet away, and they're like, "How's this working?"
That's not cool not to tell her. You should let her know.
Well, yeah. I mean,
So that's my friend's Alaskan pipeline.
your friends. Now we need to know if someone's done it. Like, we need positive proof. We need an eyewitness. I mean, I don't want to see that it happened. I want someone to tell me.
People make shit up.
Yeah, they're just gonna lie about it anyway, and then we're gonna call you disgusting fuck after we're done laughing at it.
All right. It's just kind of like the last thing I wanted to share.
Yeah, that's good. You guys, we get to end on that, so keep that in your brain.
We'll end on that. Well, we'll end on something else. I really want to concentrate on, like you said earlier, on getting in contact with the owner of the Third Space Distribution.
Yeah.
He's local, and he's going to expand to Rochester as well. Mm-hmm. And his goal is to be able to service the entire state.
Yeah.
Of New York.
Syracuse, Rochester, and Buffalo. It's got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, huge.
Was it you who said Buffalo is like third or fourth largest city with largest amount of breweries?
I think.
Sorry.
What is this? Yeah, it's something. It's one of us three.
Yeah.
Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo. But I think New York is the third largest in the country.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Europe
Yeah.
being the third largest state in
Yeah.
like most breweries.
Right.
Which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Like when I saw this, my wife sent me an article.
Yep.
When I saw this, really got excited, and right away I'm like, we got to talk to this guy.
Mm-hmm. And then, so one of the stats I saw was, 6% of beer sales across the country, 6.3 maybe, is craft beer, and I think 4% of beer sales in New York are craft beer, but that leaves 96% of growth.
Yes, you're right.
See, that's the numbers right there, Roman. I fucking remember the numbers.
Yeah, New York craft beer makes up only about 6.3% of all beer sold, and those made in state represent only about 4% of total.
Yeah, so there's a lot of room for growth too. Yeah,
this is according to the Brewers Association statistics.
Good.
So I hope he can change those numbers.
Yep, I agree. And we'll a couple beers at a time try to support that.
Yeah, a lot of people, some of them take their savings and invest into opening a brewery and pour a lot of hard work into it.
Well, I see what you did.
I did there.
I did. I see that.
So
yeah,
let's all help them.
Yep. Absolutely
succeed. So on that note, I want to just thank again Devin, who I met at the race, and his Instagram following is capital L, lowercase VRD _, capital S VNTI. So thank you, Devin, for these beers that you shared and we use for this podcast, and hopefully we can get in touch in the future and run into each other maybe at the next race. Yeah,
thank you, Devin. Hopefully someday I'll be able to meet you as well. And thanks again for these beers. And I think that's it for this one.
And thank you all the followers that continuing to support our social media pages, especially Instagram has been really growing fast. We are looking forward to seeing more followers on Twitter, Facebook, and other platforms, and YouTube. And till next time, right?
Sounds good.
Right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.